Let's take a look at a simple yet common example where HSL can help us get a little bit better color results on our photographs. And one of the things that happens quite often is we have a photograph, like I have here this portrait of this artist with this interesting piece that he's created, and I decide I want to warm this up a little bit. And so I make my way to the temperature slider and I go ahead and increase the color temperature so that it's warmer. What I'm going to do here is exaggerate this in order to make a point. Now when I add this yellow to the photograph, I lose all my blues. The sky doesn't have any blue in it at all. And the surfboard, the blues there, they're also completely gone. Now, I'm aware this is an exaggerated amount, but even at a lower amount, if I just go ahead and bring this up a few points, again, we're losing a lot of our blues up top. Well, how could we bring up some of that warmth, but also maintain those blues? Well, in order to do that, we would need to use the HSL controls. Well, let's take a look at how this works. I'm going to double click this triangle icon to reset that back to 0. Click on HSL to open up these controls. What I can do here is click on my target adjustment tool, and once I've selected that, hover over a tone which I want to increase the saturation of. Let's say these yellows. I'll click and drag up a little bit there, and also this street, just a touch there. Now I have these nice warm tones, yet my blues haven't really been affected at all. And for that matter, I could go ahead and click and drag up on these blues. I could boost these up a little bit in order to increase the color there. I could also go down to my luminance controls. I'll click on the target adjustment tool here and I can control the brightness or the darkness of these yellow tones. I'm just going to brighten them up just a little bit here, simply because that increased color saturation, I think, looks a little bit nice with a little bit of brightness as well. Now for that matter, I could also shift color if I wanted to. So if I go to the target adjustment tool in the hue option up here, I can then click and drag it one way or another if I want to shift the color. Let's say I want to make it just a little bit more orange, I could do so, or I could make it a little bit more yellow. I could also shift these reds as well, and this gives me the control to make changes to the reds in the photographs. Those few reds that are there, I'm going to increase them a little bit. Alright, well we can also work on our blues, and again it's simply clicking and dragging to shift those colors one way or another. Alright, well let's take a look at the overall before and after. If you press the backslash key, that's the shortcut key that shows you here our before, and then I'll press it again, there our after. So we have nice warmth here in the foreground and on the surfboard, but we've maintained those blues up top. And we've been able to do that by using these specific controls that we can find in the HSL panel.